The mastermind is... the suspense. The Reed just there, just standing there. Paul Strings. He was masquerading this whole case in the beginning and the end, huh? What? Rob's in Strings' office right now, safe and sound. Wait, really? Wait, but we went there to his office. How is he there? Impossible! My father would never do such a thing. Well, he did. No, I don't believe you. You're getting a penalty, a life sentence for this. Okay. Shut up, kid. Of all the people to be freaking out, and of all the people to be playing it cool, I got evidence with your father. Isn't the be-all, end-all with you legal folks? Oh boy, we're gonna do a whole thing of like actually proving he's right. See, I called your pops by phone. Take a look at the last number I called. The last number dialed was 480. Oh my. 480? I know my father's phone number, and it's not 480. In fact, it's not even a phone number at all. Fisher called Paul Strings. Actually, I have an idea. I know which phone it could have been. You better not be bluffing this time, Mr. Justice. To find out you are, you will receive not one, but 2 penalties. This is your father's phone, isn't it? Okay, we're going with this. Oh gosh. Wow. The bust phone. I'm getting reminded to him of the other bust in contempt of court. Paul Strings has this bust of Spartan King Leonidas in his office. However, this bust is also a phone. May I ask you how you came to know this information? I have been looking inside his office and the phone rang. So I discovered this during a legal search. Uh-oh. Not only will I need to take legal action against you, but that phone number isn't necessarily 480. I have more evidence. Plate 480. See this cylindrical disc? It's gold. 480. Man, this is actually kind of an ingenious way to prove it. Actually, I love this. I was, like, to be honest, I was a bit nervous, like, thinking in my head, the writing was a bit rough, thinking at it, but those are just the beginning. Like, the pacing a bit weird, like, the whole rushing talking thing. It was a bit, jarring at some points. But wow, I'm actually getting to the swing of things, like, really good by this point. Wow, commend it. I commend it. In the beginning of the message, it says 480. This can't just be a coincidence. Oh, and by the way, I also have something I'd like to add. Oh, you're gonna add some, the connection with the bust and the golden plate. That's actually, your knowledge of history, like, does come to play. How much, where else does your talents lie? I suggest you momentarily turn off the cameras, Your Honor. Okay. Done. Now about that golden plate. The complete message is 480 Israel push. He's the culprits. Is an anagram for Pleitarchus, who was Leonidas' son. That's not all. The bust of Leonidas was fashioned to look exactly like Paul Strings. Don't you see? The message on the plate refers to you, Your Honor. Yes, I was already aware of that. Precisely. That means you knew the phone number was 480. That means you were covering for your father just now. You seem like a bright young man with a good imagination. Can you imagine how the media will react to that juicy tidbit? Can you imagine what that would mean for your career? Well, the people in the crowd right now, but I see what you mean I'm getting at. That's actually really thinking ahead. Wow, you're great as legal aid. Okay, wow. Huh. So here's what you'll do. You'll drop the charges against Apollo for the search. You'll issue an arrest warrant for Paul Strings and a search team for Robert Erlenmeyer. Hook, line, and sinker, Mr. Fisher. Let's go. You basically laid it all out. Wow, the trap's been laid and the trap's been set. Very well. Let's turn the cameras back on. Now then, if there are no objections, I believe it is time for the jury to make their verdict. Members of the jury, you have seen and heard all the evidence and arguments of the attorneys. I will instruct you in the law. Don't. Just don't. Go on the whole spiel, please. Go on the whole spiel. Spiel. Alright, you may now retire to deliberate. 1 minute later. Wow, that was quick. Members of the jury, By unanimous verdict, you have found the accused not guilty. A bit rough on the edges, that part. Court is adjourned. Okay. Well, So it was a murder trial. Well, it was a prison break masquerade as a murder trial. That's actually really interesting, actually. That's really fun. God, that was one of my favorite cases, too. The whole, mask-to-mask case in the third game. God, it was good. A theft case, then going on to a murder one. Man, that was a change of pace. That was really good. Plus, Luke Atmey's, whole thing of, God, that was amazing. Oh, boyo, boyo. Poyo. Hey, Apollo. Rhea. Oh, hey, Emma. Thanks for figuring all that out for us. Yeah, we're doing your job for you. The police are already on their way to the Chief Justice's office. No problem, just doing my job. And helping him with it. It should be easy to get them, since they aren't aware we're after them. Oh boy, actually, huh. We'll have a criminal behind bars in no time. Anyway, congratulations on winning the case. See you guys later. Oh yeah, how do you feel? Judge, what's wrong? We won the case. Oh. I am so grateful, Apollo, Rhea, for everything you two have done, but I don't understand. You don't understand what? I've known Paul for so long, why would he frame me for murder? Actually, I think I might know. Framed for murder? Framed for murder. Why is actually all this, all throughout? Is it literally just because of his son, actually? Huh. I do want to get this right, though. Is it literally just because of his son? He did it all for his son. He wanted his son to become the top judge in the city, and then been taking care of you. He would really do that? For his son? Familiar ties and all that. Man, that's like the same thing that Fisher did if they're twin brothers. Did that for his brother. Wow, okay. Alright then. Hey, why don't you two come over to my place and we'll have a drink to celebrate? Sure. I'm sorry, but I must decline. I have an important matter to attend to. Oh. I will see you two later. And once again, thank you. You're welcome, Judge. Anyway, it looks like it's just the two of us, Apollo. I thought Rhea had a good idea to celebrate the end with this with a drink. Oh, God, don't get drunk again, Apollo. God damn it, don't drink so much grape juice. Not even the wheat juice. God damn it, no. Drink apple juice. Little did I know, it wasn't the end at all. Oh, okay, I was going to say, this, seems like the most tight-up resolution ever. To be continued, okay, then. Literally both, Paul Strings and, Robert Erlenmeyer in jail again. And literally, well, they're arrested, so, and all that. And then with, and, yeah, Paul Strings arrested, and then Fisher, Shauna Fisher would be, you know, I guess, be in jail for a bit, a reduced sentence because, revealing who the mastermind was and all that. Yeah. Okay. December 27th, 4:17 p.m. DK and co-funeral directors Rhea Witz's office. Okay, do we still have the evidence? Please. Oh, we still do, actually. Huh. Interesting. Well, that was easier than I thought, Apollo. It almost seems anticlimactic to win such a major case in a single day. I think we ought to celebrate. Yeah, actually, it was really good. It was kind of almost anticlimactic. I was actually thinking it was going to go to a second day. Well, technically, I guess it sort of is if as Apollo was saying it ominously, this isn't quite the end, but But we're jinxing it. Yeah. To be honest, I thought it felt a bit weird too. Well, speak of the devil. Oh, just a minute. I got a call. Hello? Is this the office of a Mr. Lady Justice? Oh. Oh boy. Lady Justice? I only know one person who greet me like that. This is Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I thought so. This is Jessica Poole. You know, the prosecutor in the Chambers case. I have something important that I must speak with you about. Great. It's Deadpool. But wait, what could she have to talk to me about? Okay, that joke was great. Please meet me at the courthouse, in the lobby. We can speak there. She didn't even ask if I wanted to meet her or not. Oh well. Apollo, I'm still here. It's fun to talk to yourselves as long as the people aren't around. Then it's just weird. Don't you dare criticize the Phoenix in the Apollo-y ways. Don't you? Don't. Oh, sorry. I forgot all about you. You're so forgettable. Anyway, I was saying that we should celebrate. Do you want to go out? Go out? As in, on a date? You're jumping the gun a bit there, okay? Didn't see that coming. No, I meant the other thing that people usually mean when they say go out. Yes, on a date. Oh, that's kind of sudden. I mean, professional boundaries and all that. Okay. Another call? Well, at least I'll be able to calm together my thoughts while appearing to be engaged. Regular conversation. Hey, Apollo, where you been? Okay. None of your business, old man. Okay, it's great. Oh, okay. Oh, the writing is definitely great. Oh god, I was worried for nothing, wasn't I? I guess the conflict interest, the whole thing of conflict interest gone to me, or that was in a weird funk for all of it. Combination, I guess. So how's the trial going? Did you lose yet? Severely. He's probably expecting me over in Virginia. I need to think of an excuse not to go see him right now. Oh, you're gonna skip out on family? I see. Well, I mean, I don't quite blame you in some cases. Oh, no, I still have a lot of work to do on it. Sorry, but I won't be done until tomorrow at the earliest. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping you'd be there with Trucy and me by now. You sure the trial's going okay? Didn't hit a soft spot, did I? It's going fine! Ooh. So how about Apollo? Like, nothing is gonna get in between Apollo and his date, apparently. Okay. Yes, the date. That is... I might be interested. You know, maybe. Theoretically. It's actually kind of adorable, though, honestly. Alright, so that's a yes. No, it's a maybe. Maybe... Oh, god damn it. What is it? Why wouldn't you people just leave me alone? Well, that's not very nice, scientifically speaking. I love that stupid joke. It's great. I love that joke trope. It's nice. I really need to cut down on these loud outbursts. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Emma. I thought you were someone else. That's why science invented something called caller ID. Okay, you're not wrong there. Unknown numbers everywhere. Unless your phone is that old. Oh god, your phone is that old. Don't. Oh god, Apollo, upgrade. I know it's behind the times and all that, but Jesus. Anyway, we've got bigger problems. Robert Erlenmeyer has just escaped from the Supreme Court building. Oh, he's still on the run. Oh boy, actually. What? Darn, that makes 3. How is that possible? There's no way he knew you were coming. He suspects that Strings already knew, and he probably warned Erlenmeyer, giving him time to escape. But my other thought would be like, actually, would Sean Fish actually call them too on the phone? During the meantime of that? Actually, yeah. I can actually see that happening a lot. Oh, that's really bad news. What is it? What's going on? Erlenmeyer's escaped. You mean he's on the loose? He's a serial killer. He might come after us. I was actually thinking that, especially since we proved all this in court and all that. We don't know a single thing about the mysterious bus killings, do we? So we don't know his MO for like kidnapping people unless it's random people. And if it's random people, and now he has a motive to actually kill someone, not looking good. The police have initiated a search, but so far we haven't been able to find him anywhere. I'm placing Strings under arrest, though. Okay. We need to head down to the Supreme Court building right now. We can talk about this later. Yeah, so postpone your date, you. Wowee, Jolly G. Willikers. Okay. Supreme Court building, Chief Justice's office. Oh, the police have this building surrounded. Looks like Emma's about to make the arrest. Wow. You know, like the snow and like this whole like fancy room actually makes it a bit more oppressive than last time being here. Man, different vibes and all that. Nice. Paul Strings, you're under arrest for the crime of aiding the escape of a convicted felon. One has not only a legal, but a moral responsibility to obey just laws. Conversely, one has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws, Martin Luther King once said. What? He's shouting some philosophy, okay. We're all doomed. I acknowledge my guilt for aiding in the unlawful escape of Robert Erlenmeyer. However, my actions, I believe, serve a greater purpose. The small sacrifice on my part is necessary for justice to be served, but I will accept those consequences. Huh? Justice? Enough of this. We're running out of time. Where's Robert Erlenmeyer? He isn't here. I know that. Where has he gone? I cannot give you that information. He means to conduct me an interrogation at infinitum. I will not be persuaded to indulge at his location. Damn it, you take him into custody. Figure out where he's hiding Erlenmeyer. Yes, ma'am. Come with me, sir. Very well. Alright, then. Well, loose ends are not really tied up, then. God, now what? We don't have any leads. Erlenmeyer can be anywhere. At least now I have a chance to ask Emma about the situation. Well, guess what? That lie you gave to Phoenix now is actually coming true. It's the truth now. Lying does have its perks then, huh? God damn it. Okay, stress eating. Okay. Alrighty then. Keep going on that munching spree then, Emma. Okay. As long as the sky is blue, as the bottomless pit of that bag is, we'll never hear you ever again. Okay. So that was the whole vibe in the other game. Okay, so god damn it. We're never gonna talk to you ever again. Okay, we'll come back later. God damn it. Detective Sky? God damn it. You're trying to find a golden snack at the bottom of the bag. Ugh. Not this again. Why isn't she responding? Whenever Emma is upset, she eats those snacks and completely ignores everyone. Oh, that's easy to fix. Take snackers. Oh no. Hey, Apollo, tell your girlfriend to give back my snackers at once or suffer the consequences. She's not my... never mind. Well, she, I guess, invited you, but you know. Okay. Only if you tell us what we need to know. Blackmail, is it? How fiendish. But very well, you leave me no choice. In that case, you can have them back. Return snackoos. Oh, my tasty little sweets. Thanks, science, you're alright. Did she hurt you? Cuddles, okay. Okay, let me just cuddle this little plush out of my room for no reason. Did the mean lady hurt you? Don't worry, you're back in my safe arms. God damn it. God. Okay, god damn it. It's almost scary how attached she is to those. Well, I mean, if this is the only your comfort food, then I guess so. It's not. I'm a picky eater, so if I find a food that I like, I'll attach to it by the hip. Yeah. God, this song, I love it. Oh, I love this game so much. It's great. Oh, love it to death. Oh, God, I love it. Okay, so on the investigation about Robert Erlenmeyer escaping, I'm assuming Paul Strings is arrested, and of course, Sean Fisher. Well, wouldn't his name be Sean Erlenmeyer then? Huh. Well, I guess then Sean Erlenmeyer is also in custody, or at least for a reduced sentence then. Where would Robert Erlenmeyer go? We don't know a single thing about the mysterious bus killings or even him as a person. Well, as soon as it was revealed that Strings was behind the escape, I headed down to the Supreme Court building with plenty of men. By the time we got here, though, Paul Strings and Robert Erlenmeyer were both gone. We searched everywhere and couldn't find a trace of Erlenmeyer. So we made ourselves scarce and sure enough, Strings returned. When we walked in, we had additional forces surrounding the building, and he was trapped. I was wondering if he just, like, left Erlenmeyer to run away ahead of time. He didn't submit a thing, and we were able to apprehend him easily. Why would he want to help aid, like, a serial killer, though? He was saying about, like, unjust laws and all that, but, like, what unjust was there? Need more information. Maybe Strings knew this would happen and intentionally released Erlenmeyer before he arrived. Then why would he return if he knew he would be arrested? God. If we had only got here faster, we could have arrested Erlenmeyer and this whole nightmare would be over. Don't get too upset, Detective Sky. In so little time, Erlenmeyer can't have gone too far. Well, unless a car, or subway, train, taxi. No, he may not look it, but Erlenmeyer runs fast. The entire area surrounding this building had been blocked off by the police for a while already, and he would have been found by now if he was still nearby. How could this possibly have happened? Erlenmeyer didn't just happen to leave. He must have been warned by someone. My only thought is Sean, but like, who else then? Did Fisher betray us? That jerk? Wait, but that means... Oh no, it's my fault a serial killer escaped. Don't think like that. It's not all your fault, Apollo. We need to stay calm if we're going to catch this killer, before he catches us. Okay, okay, Rhea, grip pepper spray. Emma, give me your gun. Wait, I don't have a gun. You're a detective. You should have a gun. Can I borrow yours or for other officers? No. Okay, pepper spray it is then. Pepper spray gun. Borrow Meekin's way of water gun. Spray paint it black. How is saying something like that gonna help me stay calm? Okay. What now? Well, if you guys discover any information that could lead to us to Erlenmeyer, come straight to me. Got it? Well, sorry, but we really don't have a clue at the moment. Me either. I guess we can try talking to Justice Strings. After all, he's the most likely to know where Erlenmeyer went. Justice Strings. Not Justice. It's Paul Strings. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, Chief Justice Strings. God damn it. Justice Strings. Strings just pulling Justice's strings. Okay. Stupid. If all else fails, I might be able to use my braces again to talk. I thought you could only use that in court. What? Why would you think something like that? Wait, how do you know about that? Wait, how do you know about that, Rhea? It just... never mind. I guess it's a pretty good idea. Okay. This whole game has a lot of smaller things. It's like almost satirizing the Phoenix Wright stuff, but like, okay, that definitely needed like at least something talking about the bracelet actually. Like Apollo bringing it up, or actually literally Apollo becoming that famous already, and the whole thing came up already. Huh. Anyway, good luck with your investigation, Emma. There's no such thing as luck, scientifically speaking. Well, luck in this case is a skill, so I'm utilize the skill to the best of your ability right here. And if there is, I'll need more than just luck to catch a serial killer on the loose. Make sure you come to me if you find even the slightest clue as to where Erlenmeyer might be hiding. Oh, we also need to talk to Jessica Poole also invited us to the courthouse then too. We also talked to her. Okay, well, everyone's gone. Well, since no one's here now, since everything's quiet, we can just look around. We can steal that golden plate and sell the black market. 480 is a real push. He's a culprit. You already know what it says, Apollo. Yes, but I thought you might want a refresher. But I was the one who figured out that what it meant in the first place. Oh, yeah. Better change the subject. Look at this, gold. Isn't it actually more yellow than a golden? Apollo, just stop. So who would have guessed that this code is a reference to Strings' son? I did. What? No, I was definitely the one to figure it out. Well, I already figured it out, and I just let you be the one to say it. No, I don't think you had. You just don't want to admit I figured something out on my own. Didn't she also just literally label out that I'm, the bus and the... Like, hold on, literally, just looking at the golden plate. It actually refers to... It's an anagram for Politarchus, King Leonidas' son, and the bosses of King Leonidas, but fashioned the head of Paul Strings. Literally, she figured out way before you. Be quiet, Apollo. She's smart, okay? She's good to have around as an aide, okay? You're mistaken. No, I'm not. Fine, you win. You're the one who figured it out. Get all the credit to you. Attention hog. Now, was it really worth getting into an argument over something so silly? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. There you go. Why do I end up feeling like she won the argument anyway? Because she did. The bust. When you look at this bust phone thing, it really does just look like strings. You're so right, except you're wrong. It has nothing to do with strings whatsoever. I can't believe you thought it looked like King Leonidas. It's supposed to be Leonidas too, and you're the one who said that. Oh yeah, stop gaslighting me. Although it's kind of weird to imagine Chief Justice Strings leading 300 Spartans to battle against the huge Persian army of the evil King Verx. Apollo, if you make one more reference to the movie 300, I will cancel our date. What? This is Whoa, caught myself. Never mind. Goodbye, Apollo. Wait, when did I ever agree to go on that date in the first place? Heh. They're also toying around with the whole thing of like, well, and like I can definitely see that's like I probably see like people shipping like Phoenix and Mai and all that. It's just a bit weird, age gap wise and all that. It's there. I can definitely see that being a thing in Japan though. If like Turnabout Big Top was like the whole thing with that of them reaching to burying the Benjamin Woodman and Maximilian and Galactica wasn't a big deal in Japan. So I can barely imagine it was all over there. All over there instead. Alrighty. Oh, God. They're just doing the whole satirizing, I guess, like the aid is like some sort of like I guess like ship material, like something like that. It feels like anyway. No, that like every single like person as an aid in this series, like someone who's definitely way extremely younger, but like, I keep seeing people ship. It's just weird. It's just weird. Stop it. Stop it. No. No. Law books. Not a horrid sight. Oh, it's all the same thing. Remind me of ex-boyfriends. You erase them from your memory because you're scared it might come back to haunt you. I might self-bury everything that makes me think of my ex-boyfriends. Oh no. Is Lily Jessica Poole actually right about dating? If Lily, the big twist is Ria's actually the one who power dates. Oh no. Except the aforementioned boyfriends, of course. Oh, that's basically the same. She doesn't do the same. Maria used to be in law books at school. You figured he wanted to throw a little book burning party, censorship, and all that. Simile. Look, I'm an English major. Don't think I'll be that stickler for rules of the simile and metaphor. It's the only thing difference between simile and metaphor is really just the use of like and as. I guess. Yeah. Okay, can we go and talk to, like, Jessica Poole, or, Supreme Court Building, DK, Code Center. Why are we here to Detention Center, actually? Oh, to meet Paul Strings again, yeah. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Oh, yes, Mr. Justice. So how do you feel getting a serial killer out? Probably feel elated. Chief Justice Strings? Oh, no, I don't think I'll be Chief Justice Strings for much longer, considering what's occurred. Well, yeah. If you come here to interrogate me about where Erlenmeyer has escaped to, I would advise against wasting your breath. The police have already made attempts to that end without success. Frankly, I do not know where he is by now. If I was privy to that information, I would not share it with you. But why? Why would you sacrifice yourself for a convicted murderer? Well, Mr. Justice, I feel that I am morally obligated to do just that. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do, Voltaire once said. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do? You're doing the whole thing of impassivity? If not doing any actions makes you bad? It depends on the situation, but, like, if, like, doing an action makes things, like, you know, better then? I guess it makes sense, but, like, Erlenmeyer is a serial killer convicted? Like, are you saying, like... How can you think that you're doing good by allowing a serial killer to run amok? Erlenmeyer had every right to freedom, as do all innocent men. It's quite a shame that you are solely interested in that poor man's location. After all, I know other things about this case that you might find far more interesting. What do you mean by that? I suspect that you would be intrigued. They all think that I'm delusional, but in reality is they who cannot see the truth. But from speaking with you, Mr. Justice, I received the notion that you are different. You are a man who cares about the truth, which is evident in your eyes. And I wonder, are you ready to face it? Yes, of course, just tell me what you know already. I'm not entirely sure that you are, Mr. Justice, but ask me whatever you want. After all, it's not as if I have anything better to do. Twiddle your thumbs and, make more hit singles? Strings, guitars. Why'd you do it? Justice Strings, why did you go through the trouble of arranging Erlenmeyer's prison break? And then framing Chambers for his fake death? I had two reasons. The first was my son. They may be a bit airhead on occasion, a few times, yes. He is a true genius when it comes to the law. I can tell he deserved to judge high-profile cases. But too often he was told that Chambers was the more experienced of the two. Well, he definitely has more experience over the years, but... yeah. There's no one to set up my career for me, but my son is still just a boy. There's a weakness in his heart that prevents him from believing himself. He needs assistance to maximize his considerable potential. Perhaps I thought that if I helped him in that regard, it would keep him from making the same mistakes I did. How can you act like you've been altruistic? You came close to destroying the life of a good, innocent man. You can't possibly justify that. A good man, you say. But how well do you really know this man? Oh, you're playing that card. You're right, actually. What do you know about the judge that presided over all your cases until now? I know plenty about him. He's been like a loving grandfather to me. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Oh, like, okay, Ria has more justification to actually know him. Like, both Phoenix and Apollo wouldn't, though. Oh, boy. I'm afraid that there are many things you don't know. Chambers, the man, and Chambers, the judge. Oh, personas and all that. Like, for example, like a person, like let's playing games, like, for example, me, just, like, having a front on here, and, like, also going in real life and doing my own thing, yes. It makes sense, though. Are two very different people. The latter, I'm afraid, has done some inexcusable things in the past. I don't believe that. Of course not. I never said that would be easy, but what I tell you is the truth. Chambers would not make the right decision until it did not pose any risk to himself. The sacrifices he made are theirs, but his own security. Frankly, it's sort of disgusting. Are you implying that he allowed innocent men to be convicted? All I'm trying to communicate is that this man does not deserve all the respect that you have for him. The judges of important causes should hold office for life is a disputable thing, for the mind grows old as well as the body. Aristotle once said, "The city needs a new judge with a clean record." I did what was necessary to make that a reality. You're a despicable man. Now hold your judgment. I am not yet finished. The reason guided my actions, and it was one far beyond the scope of a mere individual. I did all of this for justice, but I'm right here, and it wasn't for my sake. For justice? You did this for justice? No, I did not do this for your sake, Mr. Justice. What I mean is an idea, a notion. Justice is a concept that was held in great regard by ancient civilizations so much more than it is today. It was evident in those times that truth mattered more than political differences or other such irrelevant things. You're not exactly entirely wrong, emotionally wise. Cancel culture, first thing comes to mind. But nothing's expectation is just the opposite. Guilt or innocence is given second consideration to evidence and testimony, the lot of which is forgery and perjury. An innocent man too often is found guilty because of legal or political circumstances outside of his control. Too many have lost sight of the meaning of justice, allowing themselves to be corrupted by outside forces. Judges like Chambers care more about themselves than those that they judge. We kept records of the words of our ancestors, but we've completely forgotten their ideals, their values. It is better to risk sparing a guilty person to condemn an innocent one, Voltaire once said. You say all of that, but it's obvious what kind of person you are. You talk about values like justice, but in the end, it's all about your own interests. You'd stab anyone you could in the back if it helps you get to the top, just like with Chambers. Do you think I don't know that about myself? A disturbing quality has caused me great illness until now. That's why I've decided to prove the truth of my values, no matter what the cost. Self-awareness? Okay. That is why I'm sitting in this detention center right now, being questioned by you. I stopped talking about doing good, and actually did it. And yet, all I received in return is contempt. That is to be expected. At any rate, the two of you will not be the one to judge my fate. How can you figure that you've been doing good by freeing a murderer? Murderer? A murderer is a person who kills people. That's something that Erlenmeyer has certainly never done. You're going with that angle. I suspect that he is not even capable of it. So you're saying... Wait. Han. It's true there was no bodies found. Unless there was one. Like that Erlenmeyer was, like, actually prosecuted for. But, like, from what we known of, like, him being, like, arrested was, like... No, that doesn't make much sense either, because Erlenmeyer came to confess the crime, and he knew things the police didn't. So, how does that work? Are you saying there's something weirder at foot? Like, are you saying he was hypnotized just the same way Erlenmeyer hypnotized the judge to fall asleep? This time, Erlenmeyer was hypnotized to be insane? Okay, then. Alright, then. I don't quite believe it. I suspect that he's not even capable of it. How can you be so certain that Erlenmeyer is innocent? Are you going off, like, subjective evidence? Of, like, I guess, emotional intelligence? No person in their right mind would think that man is guilty. But Erlenmeyer confessed. And let's not forget that he was diagnosed as a sociopath by numerous renowned psychologists. Or rather, you might say that he was diagnosed as a sociopath in light of his confession. It's clear that he is mentally unstable, at least. However, there is no evidence in his testimony of his wrongdoing. Do you know how the investigation in that case was conducted? No? It was the most horrible affront to justice imaginable. The police were desperate for clues, and they were under considerable pressure from the government. This sounds like the DL6 incident all over again. No one had an explanation for those mysterious bus killings. They're terrifying because they seem to be completely meaningless, almost random. That's actually a terrifying thought, actually. If there was no rhyme or reason for the victims, then okay. Neither the clues nor the choice of victims made any sense, like puzzle pieces that were all from separate boxes. It all seemed terribly arbitrary, and it's why, when a poor, honest old man arrived at the police station, confessing to the crimes, the police were all too eager to arrest him. It was much more convenient to explain the strange details of the case than try to understand what the killer was trying to communicate. Alright. Oh, you're arguing the whole fact that the people are not going for the exact full truth, but only going for the surface level? But there's more to it than that. Huh. But it wasn't as random as you're trying to make it look. He was a science teacher. He was a science teacher? After all, and those messages read Charles Darwin. In that light, it's pretty hard to think there isn't some connection. Yeah, this explanation seems a lot more plausible than your conspiracy theories. But I believe that there is another possibility, which was completely ignored in the investigation. It's not impossible, Mr. Justice. A serial killer in these crimes is not really insane at all. This person was simply purely openly evil. Just evil. Come on. Nothing's ever that simple. My son has a quote related to this, but I'm not sure which famous philosopher originally said it. But something along these lines. Some men are looking for anything logical like money that can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Yeah. Well, who could this murderer be? They're going like the whole... who real killer, like, or the person who took all those people, like, is pure evil then? Okay. What sane person would go around killing so many people just for the heck of it? To be honest, I do not know. I cannot prove it, but I am certain of it. A dark truth hides at the bottom of this case. I can't see it clearly, but I can tell that's down there. It's a hunch. But just a hunch won't be enough. Everything still points to Erlenmeyer. Don't you think it's possible that you're the one who isn't facing the truth here? I already knew that you would be hesitant to believe me, but if you should choose to put aside your preconceptions about this case, consider what I have said, just looking to the HT5 case files in the police station. HT5? Okay, I'll make a note of that. HT5. HT5 cases. Okay. Alright then. I think you will discover that there is much that you do not know about the mysterious bus killings. Well, perhaps I will. At any rate, thank you for taking the time to speak with us, Justice Strings. I think this conversation may prove to benefit both of us, Mr. Justice. Looking at things for a long time that ripens you, gives you a deeper understanding. Van Gogh once said. Oh wow, actually. That was actually a very interesting talk. There's still, I guess we didn't see what he's mean, but like it's still a hunch. And with Erlenmeyer, like knowing things like the police never let the public known, then like, what's the explanation for that then? That doesn't quite make sense. So are you saying like... The only thing I could think of is like... I don't know. Like, I don't know too much about the whole MO though. Like, is it really just the photos, like, starting to make a bust and, like, all that just to mimic that? I don't know. We don't have enough information right now. We just don't. Doesn't, like, I can see the point, like, Paul Strings is trying to make right there, that there's something weird going around. I can definitely see that, but, like, we haven't seen anything of that so far. Like... Well, the only thing I can think of that's weird in technicality was just... There's no victims' bodies, literally, and someone being arrested for that. But I guess if the government was being, like, pressuring the police to do that, they really wanted to capture someone. But then Erlenmeyer confessed, so... It kind of worked out in the end? Is there something else going on then? I guess I'll figure out in due time. Like, man, I'm actually so ecstatic that the game is actually like, oh my god, I'm actually getting super happy. Really happy, actually, after the whole thing now. Like, I was expecting, like... The whole trial was really good. And now with all this, it's, oh, the writing, oh, it's good, the pacing and everything, oh, it's great, I love it. And little jabs, like a small, I guess, gentle ribbing, like I guess Phoenix Wright as a concept into the series is kind of funny. I'm probably missing some other things. That's another thing to do, just browse the TV tropes to see what I'm missing, and just like scout other things I'm missing, perusing it, just to be sure. The details matter. Details matter. Gotta write more notes. Gotta make sure everything makes sense. The connections fit and all that. But we know that Robert Erlenmeyer is a science teacher, and goes to Charles Darwin, but doesn't explain, I guess. And they keep bringing up psychology, so like, we definitely have to think of, like, I guess, terms of there's like photographs all the, I guess, the areas of the victims' houses, quote unquote, and music teacher time Charles Darwin, evolutionary science, but with music and arts, and photographs, photography. Doesn't quite entirely. I guess we'll figure things out as we go along. Like, this is a whole new avenue to think about things. Then, like Robert Erlenmeyer couldn't, like, actually wasn't the killer, but he still confessed and knew things. That's a general mess and big contradiction. Well, I guess we'll see if, like, Paul Strings has a point in all this as we continue further along. We still need to talk to Jessica Poole about whatever she want to talk about, and go to the police station to ask for the HT5 files, which assuming is the last case. Assuming that's actually the case that Robert Erlenmeyer came and was actually arrested and put on trial for, I guess, the crimes. That's it? Or the very last mysterious bus killing that happened? Be one of those two, from what we gleaned from so far. That'd be next step to go for. Yeah. We're having some good leads now, actually, instead of, like, a ramshackle way of, like, moving all about in the investigation the first day, which honestly led to a very amazing, like, way how it all turned around to the day trial. Like, honestly, it's so cool how it just connected so well for it, like, for a day one only trial, especially for a fan case, and now it keeps going. God, I love this case so much. I'm so glad after so many years, and doing all this other stuff all over again, like Contempt of Court, then Trials of the Justice, then Conflict of Interest, then so far this is actually matching my own expectations at the time. It really is. It's matching my expectations how I felt at the time. I was in a mental fog going through that, like, years ago. Like, well, mostly just some, not even, like actually, like, digesting stories and all that, like I mentioned before. And it's fun to go through all this and actually try to think things out and all that. It's always really so much fun. I guess we'll figure out to see whether Paul Strings a point at all, or anything like that, or he's literally just still pulling our strings. That's left up to debate. Until, for next time. So, for Fun Time Watches, I am Planist. Hope you see me next time, what time may be, and I, y'all, hope a fantastic day.